Hello and welcome to Digital General's Belisarius campaign playthrough. This is our first battle against the Ostrogoths in Sicily, and like the other battles, this is very much a cavalry engagement, or at least on the opponent's side. So you've got all of these noble lancers, and I've got a mix. And so I was kind of thinking about what's the best way to approach this battle, and I think that I want to take advantage of this hill as a natural defensive formation. See if I can set up my infantry basically on the crest of the hill, or on the sides, and draw in the opposing cavalry into engage with the infantry, and then hopefully engage them with my cavalry. Otherwise, I run the risk of having them come in and swarm me. If I push my cavalry out to engage with them, they have numerical superiority, so they should be able to win. And so I really need to take advantage of the fact that I have a mixed force and basically engage with both of them. So a couple of things first. Let's get our skirmishers up onto the hill so they can engage with the enemy skirmishers and basically keep them at bay and just kind of take them out of the action, or essentially just tie up. I think these guys will just neutralize each other. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3 units of solid troops. So why don't we start repositioning them. And yeah, he'll have to turn to march this way. He'll have to turn. I have some time. I probably have like 2 or 3 turns before the cavalry can come storming down. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So I'll kind of form a C shape or a J and then pull up to a C if needed. And okay, that's good. Now the light horse, I'm more than happy to get them up there in front of my opponent and basically start engaging them. And start skirmishing early just to draw them away. And the rest of my cavalry, I think, yeah, the archers I'm going to push up a little bit because they can skirmish. The lancers I'll keep as is, and I'll see how he responds, whether I need to pull them back or in. Just maybe straighten them out. Because I do need them to be kind of flank charging, but at the same time I don't know exactly how he'll react. So there you go. Yeah, we're on. We're going to try to defend and see how it goes. Alright, so he's not taking the bait right now. So I might need to draw him out more with my cavalry. So let me finish setting up my little defensive formations. Putting in exchanging some archer fire, and getting these guys into this defensive rough ground. March up the infantry. Yes, he can turn to face, Oops. No, that was the wrong unit. Come on. Again. Alright, there we go. So we're forming up our little defensive formation, and the enemy's not doing anything, so let's force this. I've got, 2, so if I move up here, I'll be able to start shooting him up, and I should be fine fleeing from him. Yes, I think I'm going to concentrate my fire. Yeah, so it's better to actually destroy some of these units before they show up, rather than have them have lots of units up and up. Alright, so I'm going to push on my horse archers as well. And hopefully this skirmishing force will force his hand, and meanwhile I'm going to finish up setting up my defense here. Let's see if that works. Right, So we're going to exchange some archer fire. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, perfect. So he's charged and I evaded. That's excellent. That's exactly how I wanted this to go. So he's now forced to move a little bit, and I can now focus fire on some of these units. Alright, let's just finish setting up my little castle here. Yeah. Turn. They're standing. And yeah, let's get on the hill. Oh, there you go. Lots more. Lots more light archers, so that's good. So I discovered some more enemies that were hiding in ambush. That's good to know. So now I'm going to be a little bit exposed if I just sit here. We'll back up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to keep shooting at that minute. But that's interesting, so that's quite a bit of more infantry that he brought to the field. So lots of light archers and then this heavy hitting cavalry, which is why we're down to the point where I'm still outnumbering him, but just barely. This is much more of an even by numbers kind of a battle because he has a lot more kind of infantry that came to the fight. Okay, good. So what do we want to do here? So now we can actually maybe target his general. That'd be good. Keep training, annoying him. I think if I go up here I can fire, yeah. And perfect. Okay, he's starting to test. That's excellent. So he's in the 600s. Okay, good. So I'm starting to kind of concentrate some fire in this unit of Ostrogothic noble lancers. And the rest of my force, I think, is good as is. Let's see what he does. Alright, so the skirmishers start firing. Oh, there's actually more infantry there. Alright, he's bringing in his heavies and tying me up. So that's... Okay, yep, so he's now pulling in his forces. Basically force this hand to engage. And he's bringing up his lights. Yeah. I'm going to get slaughtered because this is very outnumbered here, so I'm going to need to basically back off and potentially chase these archers off with my cavalry, which is interesting. I didn't think this would be a problem, but this is enough of archer fire, these Gothic archers, that they can actually severely impact my infantry, so that's not good. Alright, let's face up. Alright, so we've got our defensive position now. Yeah, these archers are not too much of a worry because they're quite far away still, so if they ever come up, then we'll try to deal with them. Alright, what do we want to do here? So now, yeah, I'm actually trapped here, so I'm going to need to potentially back out. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I hold firm, that's good, and let's keep firing at general. Unfortunately can't... Yeah, I can't back out with him. I can go all the way here. Yeah, let's do that. Just to get out of the way. And in the meantime, let's keep the pressure up. Disrupted, fantastic. So the general's disrupted. And that's good. That's one unit. So that's going really, really nicely. He might rally because he does have a commander in that unit, but I'm still happy to have him disrupted and blunted that initial charge a little bit. Okay, what else are we gonna do? That's it. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna see if the cavalry keeps him charging. Alright, so his skirmishers keep going up. Oh, and I left my skirmishers in the hill. Oh, that was a terrible mistake. I'm gonna pay for that. Alright, good. My archer's evaded, and now he's separated. That's that evaded. Perfect. This archer should be safe because he's a little bit out of the way. And okay, my archers are evading. Skirmishers. Oh, alright, that's not good. Now he's a little bit surrounded. But I might be able to pounce on and kill this armored horse archer. Yeah, they're starting to get disrupted already. They're just under so much bullfire. Alright, what do we want to do here? So, he diverted his forces, which means this guy is now potentially something I can catch. Alright, but first things first, let's spawn here. And let's get these guys out of the way. And just get them moving back. Half thinking if I want to do anything with my Commander-in-Chief Belisarius and his retinue, if I want to push them up to threaten these archers. I think I'll wait one more turn and see if he commits. Alright, can I get this archer out of the way? Maybe. Do I want to transfer my general? It's too far. Yeah, I kind of don't want to lose my general, so why don't I transfer him here? And then I can potentially transfer him back, because I'm a little bit worried that my general was separated now, so if he fled off the field, then it wouldn't have been good. So why don't I see if I can kite the enemy a little bit. I think I'm safe from being charged now, and I hope I can get away. We'll see, but I'm trying to see if I can basically come riding around the corner here. Alright, so now let's shoot here. I can totally go behind this unit and shoot from here. They have firm, but they're starting to test. And can now move in and can't engage them, but I can definitely lock them in. Let's see if we can get these guys around the corner. Because I want to basically trash one or two of their cavalry if I can, especially if he commits a bunch of his heavy cav to chase this archer. That'd be quite interesting. Alright, do I have anyone else to move? Alright, one more light horse archer. Yeah, let's get them in here. They held firm, but they are testing, so they're jammed quite a few men. That's good. And no one can fire. Okay, I think that's it. So I think we're good. So I want to see what he does with his heavy cavalry here. If he keeps him pursuing or going different directions. And my skirmishers are in trouble. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the general rallied. That's kind of expected. Yeah, he's bringing them up. So I should be able to neutralize this one Lancer and maybe these ones too, because now they're outnumbered. Yeah, these guys are fragmented, they'll probably flee. I mean, really, they walked into an ambush. It was actually quite really nicely done. Classic scene where they went up on the hill and saw all of the enemies show up and just destroy them with concentrated fire. The auto broke. There's too many losses. That was unfortunate, but yeah, just couldn't get anywhere else. Okay, I think I'm gonna get chased off the board. Let's see if I can somehow managed to survive. Alright, they auto-broke, so not much I can do there. What do we want to do here? So... yeah, let's just do this one at a time. So... do some more damage. We're disrupted, so great. So I don't need these guys, so I can now push them and start the next... continue the next bunch of units. Let's charge in here. Fragmented. And should be able to maybe right from there. No, they help. But yeah, they're not good. They won't survive one more round of combat. They're severely surrounded out and outnumbered. So that looks pretty good for me. And I think I do want to push my lancers up here so I can start. Yeah, I think what I want to do is when the archers come down the hill and start attacking my infantry, I want to be able to respond and basically chase them away. So move up my cavalry. Yeah. Move them back a little bit. Can't shoot because they're not that light. Alright, then the question is, what do we want to do with these noble lancers? So this is fine, it's in hand, I'm going to win. I need to be able to trap this unit. I think I just want to let him in here. I don't want to push them up too much. So this unit can't charge my light horse. He can, but they'll evade easily. And if they do, I'll be able to respond and attack here. So there's a possibility of this battle going really weirdly, where if this heavy hitting cavalry force gets mired up here chasing these archers, then I might be able to destroy this outnumbered cavalry force and then maybe routed some of the archers and then with the enemy fleet. That'd be kind of funny. I don't think that'll work that way, but I'm going to just double check that I'm not missing any important moves. Yeah, no, I think we're good. Okay, yeah, the enemy comes in with their archer fire, so that's going to be quite disruptive. I do need to chase them away. Alright, they're pushing in their cavalry. As long as the skirmishers are skirmishing with my skirmishers, that's good. Yeah, the charge, they evaded, and so I evaded off the screen. And now he's turned around and he's trying to bring his forces back. I don't know if I have a chance of coming back, actually. That's interesting. Alright, good. That unit, it's great. And yeah, that little skirmisher. Oh, my archers did return. That's fantastic, because now that means I can keep... yeah, they have no movement because they just returned. That is really good news, because that means I can now push them back here and like keep annoying my my opponent and maybe distract this cavalry force. In the meantime, I need to not get pegged down here. So they both pursued, and so they're pursuing. So there's not much they can do. My general will transfer to the unit of actual archers. I don't trust my general in the light horse because that's just a little too easy to flee or get routed. I can definitely chase away these light archers, and I think I'm going to try to do that. And what else do I want to do? So I need to be able to dance around my opponent quite a bit here to be successful. So long as the lights are on the kind of flanks and away, they can do really well. So not quite far enough. But I can chase away these guys, and that's great. They'll evade. But now I'm behind the cavalry here, which is great. And I'm chasing away these archers, which is what I want to do anyway. I can actually do some shooting damage as well. Now them I just want to keep. Yeah, let's see if I can cause some concentrated damage. They're probably gonna get routed as well. These light archers, but I'd rather have them take the damage than my infantry. So let's keep this as is. So these lights. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm gonna just. Yeah, leave their face and keep them annoyed. Get myself positioned. And that's that. Yeah, I can't do anything with them, so. I won't. No, nothing. Everyone fired. Yeah, it's an interesting battle the way it develops. So they're trying to come back onto the field, but hopefully I can still disrupt them and annoy them with my archers. And routed one unit. And hopefully, if things go well, I can also surround and rout these guys. And then maybe take care of a bunch of this infantry while the cavalry comes in and hopefully smashes into my infantry wall in the hill. And nothing doesn't do anything. Alright, let's confirm this turn. Oh, stop pursuing, you silly goose. Alright. Yep, the archers are taking fire. Okay, nothing there. They charge and impacted. Okay. Just get around them. Okay, this cavalry is now chasing my general, so I'll need to transfer him. That's very not good. And it looks like only one unit got engaged with my archers, so I'll need to. Yeah. Alright, so I think we'll leave it there, but really good, interesting starts in the battle. So the cavalry, their heavy hitting force is now coming back into the field, and they're chasing my commander here, my sub-general, who's pursuing this broken unit, so he's unfortunately going to potentially get surrounded and destroyed, which is really sad. So I need to get him out of there. My archers are back in the game, and I want them to basically keep on being a distraction to the enemy, so I'll push them in here somewhere to basically be that target, and I need to, as quickly as possible, do something with these enemy units and see if I can actually rout them. Okay, that's it. Thanks a lot. See you next time.